Hi, in this tutorial we're going to look at how to do pre-scoring. Pre-scoring is the concept of being able to show results on the SailPen Grand Prix results page on the site before actually all log files are in. And I think this is a very useful feature for keeping the audience that is looking at the SailPen Grand Prix live engaged, where you can really give them as fast as possible in a pretty good idea of what the results may be. So this is how to do pre-scoring. Let's go to day one. This is an opportunity to show something I didn't show before, and this relates to the SailPen Grand Prix World Final in Varese, in which, day one was not race one because it was cancelled due to the weather. So let me show you how a day is cancelled. You simply press on cancel, and there we go. Day is cancelled. Now, if I press OK, I restore the day. So if I press cancel by mistake, it's easy to bring it back. But let me go to day two, which was actually race one, and let's see how we can do pre-scoring. Now, I've set up the task here for us today, and one thing I want to show, let me bring up the results page here, and you notice this is not the actual SailPen Grand Prix results page. This is a cross-country aero results page, but it's the same except for the logos here. So you will notice that once I have set a task for a day, I can actually, you will be able to actually see the task on the side. And this is maybe interesting for briefing pilots as well, in that the task is available on the site with all the details needed to set it up. So let's go back to the pre-scoring. And the first thing you can do, and you don't need to do this really, but it's a good option, is to show that pilots have actually started and they're flying. And the way to do this is you go and you press this button, Start Our Pilots, and you will notice that pilots now are shown as unclassified, UNC. Here's what unclassified means. They've started, but there's no classification because nobody has finished yet. Now, neat thing about this is, if you go to the site, and remember, this is automatically updated, constantly updated during the Grand Prix. So I didn't reload the page. The results are showing pilots as unclassified. So suddenly everybody knows that they've started. It's not, it's not necessarily do it, but it's a useful feature. Anyway, here we are. And let's say that during the race, we have somebody who is outlanded, and we know that they call in and say, oh, I have outlanded. So here's a way to do it. DNF, and so this person has outlanded. They're not in the race anymore, and this is shown in the results now. And let's assume now that the first person crosses the line. So out there, and I see Maximilian Zeiss finishing. So that's Foxtrot Delta. I can see the comp number as he comes in. And where is FD? Foxtrot Delta. Let me click on their status, and that will finish them. So second person coming in is 2 Lima. So 2 Lima. There we go. Third person is Foxtrot Charlie. Fourth person is Yankee. And, I'm just going to click on it randomly now on a few of the other ones. And, this is the way to finish, I promise. So what's really neat right now is that we don't have any files in yet, but we have results and we actually have points. And if you go to this and you have points, and if it was another day, you'd have the total points as they're coming in. Of course, first day, points of the first day are the total points as well, so there's nothing exciting there. But it's a way of really giving results as fast as possible to the audience. Now, remember, this is preliminary results, so they might change. So right now we're ready, and maybe we done some of the finishers, maybe some of the finishers weren't in yet, but we're ready at any point to upload files. Now, the interesting thing about this is the way it is designed, we can upload the files in any order, and the algorithm knows how to deal with this and to not really change the order, the manual order we entered in the manual pre-scoring, unless there is evidence that this needs to be changed. So this means that it's not going to be the first file that comes in, whoop, it's going to go to the top. The order is going to be maintained as manually set unless there is evidence to the contrary. So this is a great system that will work in really giving the results as fast as possible, but also replacing preliminary results with actual results once we have everything that comes in. So I think it's a really good way of making things appear as fast as possible, but also keeping the scoring flow sensible without creating problems. So I really encourage you, you don't need to use pre-scoring, but I really encourage you to use it as much as possible. And see here, I've just uploaded most of the results. We still have one file, which is, you see there's no flight log in there yet. But all the others have been scored, and all the orders have been then set as should be, as shown by the evidence in the flight log, and with evidence of all penalties applied and so forth. So this is pre-scoring. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you get to use pre-scoring in your Grand Prix scoring. Thank you for watching.